Hi, we are going to start today's discussion by you naming this planet. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to do that. Timer starts now. If you guessed Saturn, you got it right. This planet is called Saturn, and it is hard to miss because of the beautiful rings around it. This is Saturn, and like Saturn, this atom has rings too. The rings around it are called energy levels. There you go. And the energy levels affect the periodic trends of the elements in the periodic table. Today's discussion is on periodic trends. We are on Module 7 of Quarter 3, Science 8. After the video, you will be able to describe the trends of the elements according to their atomic size, compare and contrast the different periodic trends, and appreciate the importance of the periodic trends. Before we dive into the discussion, let me just give you a very quick review on the important atomic details that we are going to mention as we discuss the topic on periodic trends. The first one, of course, is the neutron, the subatomic particle with neutral charge, then the proton with positive charge, the atomic nucleus, this one, the dashed circle. This is where we will find the proton and neutron. Ara sa sulod sang nucleus, nagaupod ang proton kag ang neutron. The energy levels, the rings that we were talking about, the electrons with negative charge, and the valence electrons. The valence electrons are the electrons in the outermost energy level. Ini nga mga electrons ara sa pinakagwa nga energy level sang isa ka atom. What are periodic trends? Periodic trends are patterns that illustrate the characteristics of the elements. There are four major periodic trends: the atomic radius, metallic property, ionization energy, and electron negativity. We're going to discuss the atomic radius and metallic property first. The first two periodic trends that we are going to discuss are atomic radius and metallic property. Remember that for atomic radius, the lesser the protons, the bigger the atom. And for metallic property, the bigger the atom becomes, the more metallic it also becomes. These two periodic trends move across the periodic table from right to left and from top to bottom down a group. Why is atomic radius and metallic property increasing from right to left across a period? First, because of the decreasing number of protons inside the nucleus. Considering the decreasing, nagadjutay or naganubo. For example, diri sa right side or sa too, there are 7 protons followed by 5, and then to the left, tatlo ang protons ang ini nga atom. So, kay tungod nga 7 diri ang protons, 7 man ni sila ang mabutong sa valence electron pasulod sa atom, palapit sa nucleus. Diri naman 5 lang sila. And then, sa last one, tatlo lang ka protons ang mabutong sa ini nga valence electron palapit sa nucleus. Because tatlo lang ni sila ka protons ang nagbutong, that means there is a lesser nuclear pool. And because of that, ang ini nga valence electron is far from the nucleus. Mas layo. And because mas layo ang ini nga valence electron, this will make this atom bigger compared to the other atoms to the right side of the periodic table. And of course, because nga layo ni ang ini nga valence electron sa iyang nucleus, mas hapos sa ini nga valence electron mag-escape, making this specific element more metallic than the other elements to the right side of the periodic table. Let me explain how atomic radius and metallic property increase from top to bottom down a group. First is because they're increasing energy levels. Damo ni sila ho ang energy levels. That's why mas damo ang electrons sa sulod. Remember, ang ini nga mga valence electrons ginapull sang protons pasulod. That's what you call the nuclear pull. Pero because there are so many electrons inside, the nuclear pull can be blocked by these electrons. That's why imbis na kusog ang nuclear pull, naga-decrease or naga-hinay ang pull. Because of that, these valence electrons outside no sa layer sa pinaka-last, mas layo siya sa iya nga nucleus diri. Tungod sina, nagadako ang ini nga atomic radius. And because dako ang atomic radius, kaglayo ang valence electrons sa nucleus, mas dasig madula ang ini nga mga valence electron, making this element more metallic than the rest. Minigame number 1, you've got 2 seconds to give the correct answers. Look at the blue arrows to help you. Let's do the first one. Give the correct answer. 2 seconds starts now. If you guessed calcium, then you are right. Next. 2 seconds starts now. If you guessed gold, then you got it right. If you got 2 points, congratulations. If you got 1, do better in the next game. The last two periodic trends are ionization energy and electron negativity. These trends decrease when the atomic radius increase, and in the periodic table, these trends increase from left to right across a period and from bottom to top of a group. Let me explain that ionization energy and electronegativity are increasing from left to right across a period because of the increasing protons making the nuclear pull stronger. For example, there is 7 protons, there is 5, and 3. This valence electron is very near its atomic nucleus because damo-damo nga protons ang gabutong sa iya pasulod, and making this element a lot smaller compared to this element. And since the valence electron are very near the atomic nucleus, budlay-budlay ni sila kakason, making the ionization energy increase. And tungod nga damo sa protons, mas damo sa energy para kuhaon ang electrons nga hindi iya kag ibutang man sa iya dira nga shells. The ionization energy and electronegativity are increasing from top to bottom of a group because of the decreasing energy levels. Jutay ang electrons, therefore, hinay ang electron shielding, making the nuclear pull strong. Then, sa ining example, duha ka energy levels, diri 4, diri 5. Ang ini nga valence electrons lapit sa iyang atomic nucleus, making this element smaller in atomic radius compared sa ini nga element. And then, budlay ni kakason ang ini nga valence electrons because kusog ang nuclear pull, therefore increasing the ionization energy. And because kusog ang nuclear pull, damo siya sang attractive force para kuhaon ang bonded electrons na hindi iya kag ibutang man sa iya nga atom. Minigame number 2, you're given 2 seconds to give the correct answers. Let's start. 2 seconds starts now. If you guessed O, oxygen, then you got it right. Next. 2 seconds. If you answered lead, that is the correct answer. If you got 2 points, congratulations. If you got 1 point, that's fine. If you got 0 or you did not get the correct answer, do better next time. Here's a summary for everyone. The four major periodic trends are atomic radius and metallic property, increasing from right to left across a period and top to bottom down a group. Then ionization energy and electronegativity, which are increasing from left to right across a period and bottom to top up a group. Studying about the periodic trends is important for everyone, but most especially for the engineers because they use all types of chemicals in their work. That's all for today. See you in class.